Hello and welcome back to my channel. And today I would like to continue my adventure um, by using Heroes of Adventure system. And just to try to recap a little bit, it's been a while since my last video, so I need to remember. Okay, so we explored um, this region already, and we have seen some dragons fighting in this hex here, and in this hex here we saw a shrine or temple, and we have found some creatures, and I still have the map here. If we decide to go back, we didn't explore everything, but we defeated a creature over here, and some weird fungus spread in this environment. We enter through these entrance here, and there are other two entrances. So it might be the case that we would like to come back. Let's see. During this exploration, one of our warriors, or actually the druid, got a lot of damage, and he lost an eye during this battle. So now they are back to the city, to the settlement, and I think they are going to spend at least a week there in order to be fully recovered. So I'm going just to add their health back. It was a tough fight. I didn't expect that it would be so hard. But now they are fully recovered 1 week later. And another thing that I could check actually is experience points. Okay, there is the experience point award table. So oh, but this is explored a point of interest, 1 point. We didn't explore it fully, but it is because it is a point of interest. We have found this, so I would at least give them 1 XP for that successful encounter per group/level. Okay, it's 1 XP as well, but the creature was level 3, so it would mean 4 experience points for each one of them. Is it too much? But it's per group member or per level. So 1. I think 4 is enough. So let me add 4. Humans, they progress way faster than the others. They only need 10 XP in order to level up, while the non-human races, they need to have 20 points. So 4 XP for each one. Okay, cool. So now they are fully recovered. They spent this week here in the settlement. What should I do? I could go back to the shrine and explore it again, or I could just keep exploring the other hexes. Not sure. What would they do? Would they go back? Maybe it could be. So let me see. I will just roll a die and ask. So 1, 2, 3. They are going back to the temple, to the shrine, to the cave. Not sure what it is. and 4, 5, 6, they are going to explore something else. Okay, 2. Let's go back to the shrine. As I already have the terrain here, I will just try to, and actually I should get something here. Just a minute. Okay, just these cubes here again. As they spend 2 weeks at least here, I'm going to roll to see the weather. I'm going to put this in the middle. It's in the middle, and I'm going to roll 3 times. Let's see. So 11, it would be here, sunny day. Then 12, okay, really hot day. And then 6, I would go back to this very beautiful day. It's a sunny day. And I don't need to roll the terrain because we know that we move it to some kind of hills. So hills are here. So okay. So now maybe I can get another cube because I'm going to just put this is the party, and the party are here, and they go to the shrine. What I need to roll, let me get my rules again. As I already know the terrain, the only thing that I need to roll is for my actions. And when I'm traveling, I need to roll the travel by rolling survival, navigate. Actually, this is the name. And who is the best one to navigate? Wilderness. D6 is Thomas. Thomas is the pathfinder. So it's 1d20 and 1d6, and we need to roll more than 10. Whoa, 25! And actually I rolled a 20, so it's a critical success. And on a critical success, travel with no delays, and we can find something positive. I still didn't create my tables for good fortunes and bad fortunes. I still need to do this, but we agreed on at least 4 things that could happen. And as I do not have anything, let me see if I can find a table from one oracle just to illustrate. I can use a mythic. Yeah, let's just use mythic. Let me roll here in the action, not action. I think that we have a meaning table. This is not the newest version. It's still the oldest one. And the descriptor for that is 65 loudly. Okay, loudly, and 91 soft. Jude, loudly soft. What does it mean? I have no clue. Sometimes these tables, they do not help me. Okay, loudly soft. Okay, what I think is they find a lake. I think this is good. So they find a lake here in these hacks. For some reason, they didn't take the same path, the same route, and they had a slight. Maybe they found another path and they decide to go there, and they find this lake. Something good should be here. I would say that maybe we can get some fish, and maybe we don't need to spend rations during this day, and this is good enough. Okay, so moving forward, I need to roll. I could have rolled a census as well, but census is just if we have an encounter, but I do not know if we are going to have an encounter. So let me roll census first, and 7 is a failure. So if we have an encounter, I'm going to need to face it. And let's roll 1d6, 3, meaning that we do not have an encounter, just if I I have rolled 1, I would have an encounter. Okay, so I still can move again, and we go to the hex that we have the shrine. But I need to roll my travel skill, my actually navigate. 5. Oh man, it's a failure. I have a rule here that if it is a non-hex, I would have some kind of bonus. But even with this, I would fail because I rolled a 5. And with a 5, I need to roll an event. Okay, so let's roll an event. I need to first define what it could be. So weather, equipment, accident, or something else that I don't remember. Okay, I'm sorry for that. This happens. So let's roll a d4. And it's 1, it's weather. Weather was the first one that I said, right? So the weather should be worsened. Okay, so from here, maybe the worst thing actually that could happen, it's not only rain, it could be really hot right now. Yeah, and with this is yeah, and now it's hot, and they need to stop a little bit more maybe because yeah, they need to rest, they need to drink more water than they expected. Yeah, and this is enough. So let's move on. So they go back to the shrine. Have I rolled? Have I rolled encounter? I think I did, right? Let's just roll again. Ooh, I rolled at 1. Okay, so a 1. Let's roll for it. Let's check the encounter. So if I go to the referee's guide, page 36, we have this encounter table. And we can generate these by rolling some d20s. I'm going to use just one. And I will roll this several times. So the first one, what is it? 7. It's a level 2 monster. Okay, let me just take this note. I have a notepad here. I'm going to take some notes. So a level 2 monster. Okay. Motivation 15. Scouting, marking land. I like scouting. Is it the same speed? Maybe it's the same as the creature that we defeated 1 week ago. Reaction 3. Aggressive. Okay, it's aggressive. Complication. What could be complicated? 12. Resource issue. Resource issue. I think I have already an idea. It's a level 2 monster. How many? How many? I'm not sure. Maybe more than 1. And I have an idea. As we defeated this creature here in this shrine, this cave, and I got this lion as a reference, and the lion is a level 3 creature. I think that what I could do is just have some kind of smaller versions of this creature. Maybe these are their children, and they are now defenseless. Not defenseless because they are not so young. They are level 2. They are not level 1. So I'm going to create these. I'm going to roll 1d4, and we have 3 of them. Whoa. And they are going to have less health. Initially, it would be 15, so they have 10 health, and the defense, instead of being 13, I would say it's 10 as well. The skill die will be a d4, and oh, actually it would be a d2. So instead of 3, I'm going to have 2 only. Yeah, so we have 2 more of these creatures. I need to roll senses to see if they can see these creatures before, if they have an opportunity to avoid them, or they need to face it. So senses d4. I think that everyone here has the same. Yeah, Willow, the mage, the sorcerer, and Phineas, the druid seeker, they both have senses d4. In the past, Phineas used to have alertness, but alertness gives advantage on senses roll. However, as he lost an eye, he now has disadvantage. So the advantage and disadvantage, they just cancel each other. So d4. 15. So it's a success, a normal success. So meaning that if encounter, it can be avoided. Okay, cool. So they reach these ruins there, and they can't avoid the creatures. I'm not sure if the creatures are inside of this cave, or if they are outside of it. Maybe we can ask the oracle just to make sure. And we have the oracle here too. So fate table. Are the creatures inside this shrine or cave? 15. Yes, they are. Okay. So I will not place all that fungus here. I'm just going to keep these clean, but we know that we have that fungus, and they are really easy to be killed. But if we get hit by it or affected by it, it make us to be impaired. And impaired in this system means that we roll with disadvantage. So how can I track this in an easier way? I do not know. But let's see what happens. They are going to. I remember that these fungus, they are really well hidden. And yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll senses every time before they attack the combat, in order to see if our adventurers can see the fungus and avoid it. Otherwise, if they fail, they get this impairing effect. So these are the 2 creatures, and we have our heroes. So we have hero 1. Hero 1 is Thomas, the Pathfinder, Ranger Pathfinder. Number 2 is Phineas, the Druid Seeker. Number 3 is Hagna, and Hagna Warrior Soldier. And number 4 is Willow, the Mage Sorcerer. And of course, Hagna goes first. And I think, yes, as Phineas got hit, now he's a little bit afraid. The creatures are here. As they we have a chasm. This is a river. We have two other entrances. Um, we have this encounter, but it doesn't mean that we have two of them here in the same room. So they could be in another room, as we have these two other entrances. Maybe I should ask the oracle. Um, are they both in the same room? And the answer is 10. That is interruption or change it to circumstance. Okay, so something it's basically a random event. Okay, okay, let's see. What could it be? I'm going to roll an action, maybe. Let's see. Let me roll an action to see what it could be. Action. $68. 68 is carelessness. Whoa, okay. And 87 magic. I had an idea. Okay, what I think is happening here is they 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 know what the cave is. They went back to this shrine. I remember that we said that we had some kind of volcanic environment here. It's warm, um, and we rolled as well some obsidian aspects in the walls, maybe the floor. So we assume that this is a place that it's a warm place, and maybe this is the reason that we have these strange fungus here, and we already killed the creature. And as soon as we entered in this cave, we see the group sees um, two creatures similar to that one that we saw before, fighting another group of heroes. So they let me get something. Um, two greens, maybe. Yeah. So the greens are these two other adventurers, and they are fighting these creatures. Maybe we see corpses on the floor already. Maybe they already defeated some of these creatures, but they are still fighting. I think one of them is almost dead, or it's losing the fight. And as we rolled carelessness and magic, I think this guy here is a magic user, and he just used magic to hit the creatures, but like a magic that could affect his friend. And as he uses the magic, it hits the creature and his friend as well. And now his friend is in really danger. What do we do? So I think we roll initiative, right? And go to action. I need to roll for Thomas first. Thomas has a D4 agility, so he rolls 15. No, 20, sorry. Thomas 20. Phineas has agility to 21. Cool. Phineas 21. Hagna does not have agility, so only the D20. Oops. 17. Oh, great. Way better than my previous session. And Willow. Willow 3. Okay. Creature 1. Creature 2. And the party. Let's see. Creature 1. 8. Creature 2. 11. And I will roll for the party only a d20. They have a 10. Okay, cool. The first one to act is Phineas. And Phineas sees this. He has some magic that he could use, animated plants. So I think that Phineas move to a little bit closer, and I agree that I would need to roll senses just to see if they can detect and avoid the fungus. 23, definitely. So he avoided, and he is going to try to help these guys. So I think we are going to roll our magic to see if we can use the animated plants power. Magic here consumes life, so if we use magic, we need to spend a health in order to use it. And as soon as we do it, we roll magic. And if we succeed, great. Otherwise, we just lost health. And if we have a critical fail, we need to roll in a specific table to see the outcoming of this. So I spent already the health. Let's roll 1d20 at 1d6. 8. Oh man. Okay. So Phineas try to use the animated plants spells that he has in order to grab entangle these creatures here. But I think he's still afraid of being in this place. He almost died, and but for some reason he cannot concentrate it. So he just he's stressed. So next is Thomas. Thomas will move to a better position as well. So let's roll senses, and he does not have any die attached to it, so only the d20. 16, great, meaning that he can avoid the fungus. And he's going to attack with his bow. 17, and he successfully hit the creature, causing 1d6 damage, 4 damage. Whoa, was a good shot. So one of the creatures has now 6 health. And Wells. Now it's Hagna. Yeah, Hagna is a little bit far from everyone, from the group, from the creatures, and he does not have any ranged attack. He has a spear. He could throw his spear. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. He does not have ranged attack, so he just moves and he throws his spear. Let's d20. 17, great. It's 1d6 damage in the same one that Thomas already hit. 3 damage. Cool. So great. So now is one of the creatures. Actually, the creatures are going to act now. The first one to act is the one that is still full, and it's going to attack this guy that is close to them already. So what is the default here? So 18 definitely hits. What was the damage of this creature? I remember that the previous version that we fought, it has several attacks. I think 2, and it was two times claw. I think we could keep the same amount but just reduce the damage 2 times claw and grapple. So yeah, so 2 times. It's going to be a 1d4, 4 damage, and then another attack. 11. Yeah, I would say it's enough. 7. This guy is dead. Just to make things easier. So one of these guys are already dead. Not the magic user, but the other guy that was affected by the magic. Now that the creature just jumped into him and slash hit him with its claw. And it's the other one. The other one is really it's wounded. So I think I need to roll some kind of reaction just to see if this creature is going to stay here or if it will run and try to avoid combat. I think it would run. So reaction table, it's a D20. Number 5 says a poor outcome and defensive. Okay, defensive. Yeah, so it will not, of course, jump. It just go back and just wait here and try to be defensive. We have, if I'm not wrong, we can be in a defensive state. Yeah, no moves actually. Okay, so no moves. It's going to be just here, no move, and we have a combat action called block. With no move, disadvantage on attack it, made, and receive until next turn. So this creature, it's in the defensive stance. Okay, cool. So the party. So now this guy here, and this guy is going to maybe cast a node spell. Is he able to cast a node spell? I do not know. I do not have any character sheet for him. So I'm just going to ask the fate table, and with disadvantage because he is already in combat for a while, I think. So let's just roll. If he is he able to use magic still? 2 is the worst one, and the answer is no, and some complication / constraint. Okay, so the complication is that in the end, this guy here cannot use magic, and now that he sees that his friend is down, he is afraid. So he has disadvantage on all of his actions, including the initiative. So let's roll first his initiative with the disadvantage, and it's going to be 2. Okay. Now I'm going to roll initiative for the creatures. So one is 5, and the other one is 9. And now let me roll Thomas and Phineas. So Thomas is the blue one. Oh, sorry, Thomas has a D4. Yes, Thomas and Phineas, they both have D4, right? Yes, they do. Okay, so Thomas and Phineas. Thomas 5. Oh man, Phineas 3. Oh, this is not good. And let's roll now for Willow. Willow has D4 as well. Hagna does not have anything. So, oh, I just forgot. Willow didn't act. Okay, so Willow still need to act from the previous turn. I just forgot to do this, but I will keep the new initiative as it is, because yeah, Willow can act, so he can use his fire magic to hit the creature, the wooden one, right? Yeah, I think so. So let me. He has bolt of fire. Bolt of fire. How much damage? I think it's 1d6, but I need just to make sure of it. So magic, 51, and fire spells. Fire. Bolt of fire. Yes, 1d6 damage. Creates a ball of flame to injure a target. Make a magic versus agility check to succeed. Okay, so the magic of he has a d8, so it's going to be a d8 against a d4, and let's see. Whoa, critical failure. Cool. Yeah, he actually has a critical success. So in a critical success for magic, I'm not sure what could happen. I would just give him an additional d6 of damage. This is what I'm going to do. So, did I say the target? The wooden one actually wouldn't be the best one to attack. Maybe he's attacking the other one. Yeah. And 8 damage. Whoa, it's a lot of damage. So now this creature has one has 3 health and the other one has 2. So they are really wounded now. And the first one to act now is Hagna. And I think that yeah, there is a river. Hagna cannot do too much, so he only jumps through this river and just stay here, waiting. Yeah, with his I think he has an axe or a longsword. Actually, he has a longsword. Yeah, so he just runs and he's trying now to protect this guy from being attacked. Cool. Next one is Willow. Actually, Willow should have been the first. Actually, okay, but I just messed up with the initiative again. So Willow spent 1 health. Actually, I need to remove, and he could just try again, or he could do something else. The creature's already wounded, but I think he would attack. He has a dagger. He could just throw his dagger, or he could just run to it. But yeah, it's still far away. I think I'm going to use the magic again. Okay, so it's a d8 against a d4. So let's roll. Whoa, now he missed it. Okay, he missed it. So now he tries again, but the creature now is aware of his presence here, and the creature just avoid the its bolt of fire. Oh, yeah. So now Hagna already acted, Willow as well. Now is the creature number 1. Creature number 1 was in the defense stance, and I think this creature is going to run away from this room. And now we have Thomas and the other creature that is wooden. They are going to act at the same time. So I think Thomas is going to shoot again with a d6, and the creature is going to try to flee. So for that, I would say that if the creature decides to do not move in the end, yeah, just a normal attack. And let's see. 16, I'll say. Okay, so Thomas is able to hit the creature, causing 5 damage. So what I would say is the creature start fleeing, but Thomas is really fast and get his bow and arrow and just shoot to this creature, and this creature dies, trying to flee. Okay, cool. And now they have this magic user here. Okay, wounded and in fear, and yeah, who is this guy? Who is this guy? And we could roll. We have some tables here too. Page 40. Page 40. We have this NPC characters table, And we have some attributes too. Oh, really cool. I didn't know that. So I could roll 1d6 just to see. 4. 4 is someone with reputation. It's a level 3 character with 9 health and defense 10 and skill die at d6. Okay, cool. Cool. So it's someone that was already an explorer. When I rolled these Caroline as magic, immediately I thought that they are not the group that we are playing with are not the only heroes or the only explorers. So we have other groups of adventurers as well doing the same, trying to explore things, trying to find treasures, trying to fight creatures and so on. And this was one of the groups. Although we have this guy here, it's someone that uh, experienced it. He has more experience than the other party members. Yeah, but they had some complications, and I think as our party spent at least 1 week in the settlement, maybe they people talk and they say, yeah, we have found this shrine. There was some strange creatures, and yeah, and maybe they talk about it with other adventurers or other people, and yeah, this group of adventurers they decide let's go there, let's explore it because yeah, we could find something there, but yeah, unfortunately he wasn't able to do anything. Okay, so we have some names, so let's just give a name to this character. Let's ask if it's male or female. 1, 2, 3 is male. 4, 5, 6 is female. So it's a male, and his name is 9. And we have Igor, Inez, or Arvin. I like Igor, so it's Igor. Igor, and let's see a feature. Feature 10. Strong, brownie. Okay, a strong guy. And ambitious and greedy personality. This is great. In the end, this guy was here because, yeah, he was greedy. Maybe he was the party leader. Maybe he was alone. He just hired some additional people to support him on his mission, on his exploration. Yeah, but this greediness didn't bring anything good to him. Okay, so I think we have this Igor. Igor, level 3 um, magic user. Um, we can just keep exploring now. So I think Igor is wounded and he wouldn't be able to proceed with the party. I strongly believe that. So for this reason, I would say that they they don't want to spend their resources with this guy, would they? I do not know. So they just say, Igor, stay here, and we are going to keep moving. Just stay here. Okay. And we need to now generate another environment. And I'm going to do exactly as we did. And the reason that I'm using a notebook instead of my battle map is because I need to, if I want to go back, I need to have the map there. So it's easier just to keep in a notebook. So I'm going to use once again Hexcrawl Adventures in order to generate the map. And we are in the shrine. This is the tape that I'm looking for. Okay, so I need 2 of each dice type. So D4, D4, D8, D8, D12s, D10s, and I think that's all, right? Okay, let's draw. Okay, this one are out. Let me just try to rearrange this a little bit. This technique was supposed to be used in something bigger. Yeah. Okay, any maximum die is a monster. So we already have a monster here. It could be an additional monster or it could be a wounded one, the wounded one. Number one is an entrance. So we have this entrance here. So we come from here. We come from here. Okay. And what else? Two is a stalagmite or a full pillar. So we have a pillar here, or stalagmite, and another one here too. It's a smaller one. Number three is a chasm. So we have a chasm here. I just need to draw actually the room. Okay. Number one is another passage. Actually, we do have another passage, and I'm not sure what it could be. Maybe we have a passage here. Maybe some stairs. Yes. 5. Do we have 5? Yes, we do have. So the river, or maybe we have some water here. And number 4, raised area. So this area here is a raised area. And the other numbers, we can just ignore them all. Okay, cool. So we just have at least the wounded creature is here. And maybe we have more creatures. So I'm going to ask the Oracle if we have more creatures here. Let's see. Do we have more creatures in this room, or is this an additional creature? Let's see. A D20. 8 says no, but some opportunity. Okay. So it's not an additional creature, meaning that is the creature that is wounded. And what I think actually that would be an opportunity is that this creature is, I wouldn't place it here actually, I would place it a little bit closer. And maybe this creature is, as it is wounded, I think it is it is, how can I say this, man? It's kind of trapped in something, maybe in some stones. Not sure how to describe this in English, but I think this creature cannot move. And yeah, this is the opportunity that they have to come closer to this creature. And yes, let me think. When they describe this creature in the city, did people know about it? Have they heard about this before? Let me roll a d20 and see. 14, yes, but some complications. Yeah, they heard about it, but they didn't have too much information. The reason that I'm asking this question is because they just could get this creature alive and bring this creature to the city, and maybe they could sell these too. And I think this would be exactly what they are going to do. So Let's see if I have any skill that I could roll. These creatures, they are kind of animals, but different from anything else. And I'm not sure what kind of skill they could use to get this. I think that I'm going to use first. Hagna is going to tie this creature with some rope, um, and I'm going to use first strength from Hagna in order to keep the creature calm down and to hold the creature properly. And it's 11. Okay, it would be actually against the creature strength, and it's 5, meaning that he succeeded in it. So Hagna holds the creature and say, quickly, tie this creature. And I'm not going to roll anything else, actually. So they just tie the creature, and they decide to go back to the settlement with this creature tied and with ego they just have uh, saved. And I think that's it for today. So they are going back to the settlement. So they were here, and I just lost the cube. Okay, they were here, and I need to roll the weather. Actually, let's see, 9. So it's not so hot anymore, but it's still a sunny day. They need to sleep first. Yes, they need to sleep. 2 days already. So instead of just coming back, they need to rest. So yeah, let's roll for it first. Let's roll the rest, and for that we need to watch in order to keep the camp protected. And it's a census roll. Um, let's see. Should I roll for everyone? Let me just roll for one of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3, it's Hagina. So in Hagina's turn, Hagina does not have any bonuses on senses. But during the night, first we need to roll camping, actually. So camping, it would be 1d6. And 12 means that camping, success. Okay, decrease the chance of an encounter. So I need to roll 2d6, and I'm going to have an encounter only if I have both die with 1. And I do not have. Great, I have a 6. Okay, so I do not need to keep watch, right? Yeah, there's no encounter. Cool. So they rest. Igor recover a little bit of health as well. And then they need to go back. So I already rolled the weather. Let's roll navigation to go back to this area. So it's a D6. Yes, a D6. Whoa, 26. Great. Okay. We could even find something else here that is good. I think that lake as well. So they just know that lake. So I'm not going to find something new right now. They are going to try go back as fast as they can to the city, and they just rest a little bit in the lake. And I think maybe even the weather now it's not so hot, so they have a good time. They can refresh themselves, and then they go back to the settlement. Okay, so that's it. I hope you like it. Once again, I'm just waiting for any feedback, any idea that I could use to improve my gaming sessions. So feel free to add this in the comment. And that's it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.